Hello, Sean. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, and peace and blessings to you as well. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Santiago, thank you. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial being here for the 10th and final time, born on the 333rd day of the year. I am a descendant of Yeshua, an Egyptian shamanic bloodline. We are going to go ahead and get into another psychic investigation reading here shortly. Hello, Lizbeth. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope everyone is doing well wherever you are tuning in from today, okay? At whatever time it is for you. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, okay? I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That is formerly Saigon, all right? As usual, hello. Hello, your favorite show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in from the Midwest in the U.S. Thank you so much for tuning in. You finally caught me live, huh? Okay. As usual, I do have a couple of downloads and things to share with us before we get into the cards and before we get into the stack. Hello, Richard. Okay. I can barely put into words where I've been recently. Esoterically, I can barely put into words. This morning when I was making my coffee, Jamaica, shout out to Jamaica, shout out to Jamaica, okay? and thank you so much for tuning in. Um, as I was making my coffee this morning, um, just closed my eyes for a moment, okay, and I saw red-winged angels, okay, red-winged angels, okay, and these are seraphims, okay. If you look up red-winged angels, you will discover that these are seraphims, okay. So seraphim angels present, okay, seraphim angels present at this time, okay, and before this time, okay. So a couple of things I want to mention before we get into the energy. As always, I like to give shout outs to those new public subscribers, okay? And so I do have the newest public subscribers here that I've received notification of. And again, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for subscribing, new subscribers, newest subscribers, okay? So C.R. Reed, thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Confirmation burp on C.R. Reed. Third Eye Empress, thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to this collective. Okay. Keeping Up with Lady J, thank you so much for tuning in. Keeping Up with Lady J, thank you, Lady J. Danny C, thank you so much for tuning in, Danny, okay, and welcome to the journey. Sun and Shine, thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing, and welcome to the journey. Oh, it's 7:55. Oh, okay. Current time here in Jamaica is 7:58 in the morning. Oh, excuse me, 7:56 in the morning. Okay, 7:56 in the morning on Saturday. Okay, on Saturday, 7:56 in the morning on Saturday. Okay, we have someone from England. Okay, so we have Jamaica, England, the Midwest in the United States, and we have Jamaica, Midwest, and England thus far. Okay. What's up, Divine Water? All right. Las Vegas, Las Vegas. All right. And shout out to last public subscriber that I've received notification for, Gigantic Starseed. Gigantic Starseed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. So before we get into the energy, again, a couple of notes. So when the Bible, even though that's a very dumbed down book, okay? And when I say dumbed down, I mean the Catholic Church and the Vatican that put this book together, okay? They took pieces and parts that they wanted you to know about, okay, and created this book, and they call it the Bible, okay? Because obviously, Divine Source has more than 66 books to share with you. Most of what Divine Source has given their scribes here on this planet to write, okay, you could be a writer, okay? Most of what Divine has given their scribes, Enoch, okay, and others, most of these individuals, or most of these texts, okay, are not widely published, okay? Greetings, Yaya. Greetings, okay? So when scripture speaks of, or any canonical text, any text, speaks of divine marriage or marriage, let me say it that way, when it speaks of marriage, it is talking about only divine high vibrational unions, okay? So even when, oh, nice, you have a brother named Enoch. I hope he's in Divine Source Light, okay? When the scripture speaks of marriages, it's talking about divine unions. So the most commonly known or quoted scripture in the Bible, in the religious book, is the man that finds a wife finds a good thing, right? So in truth, what that means, when a man finds a wife, they find a good thing. What that really truly means, okay, in divine's words, is the one that finds their high vibrational soulmate is has found a good thing. The one who finds and connects with their high vibrational soulmate finds a good thing. Okay? That doesn't mean anybody. Okay? So just because a man gets a wife, okay, and I don't even like the word wife, I prefer bride. Okay? Even so, that doesn't mean that you can go out and pick whoever you want to and marry them. That's not what that means. And join them in a marriage union. That's not what that means. It's only divine high vibrational unions. That's what that speaks of, okay? So be careful who you marry. Okay? Be careful who you marry. All right? Most beings, okay, on this planet, not all, but most beings on this planet are stronger than what they pretend to be. And I wrote this down. Most beings on this planet in human form are stronger than what they pretend to be. But because of peer pressure, just like high school, because of peer pressure, okay, and societal norms, they dumb themselves down. Okay? They dumb them. So, even though they are stronger than what they pretend to be, they choose to remain in low vibrational energy so that they do not walk away from their family, okay? That could be doing witchcraft and dark things against them, okay? So that they can continue to have friends. So, most beings are stronger than what they pretend to be, but they are afraid, okay, to live their authentic life, okay? I have a message here, a subliminal message for us, okay? And you may want to write this down, and I will say it twice, okay? So you may want to write this down, and this is for you as well, investigators, okay? High vibrational judges, private investigators, FBI, CIA, DEA agents, or whatever agencies are in the countries that you are in. Again, so far we have England in the room, we have Jamaica in the room, and we have the Midwest United States represented in the room. Okay? So listen to this. Take me wherever you want me to go, because that is where I want to be. I'm going to read it again. Divine source, angels, ascended masters, seraphim, those red-winged angels, okay? Take me wherever you want me to go, because that is where I want to be. Okay? And then lastly, the last download, again, the last 24 hours or so, 18 hours has been just magical, supernatural. It just incredible. And so the last download is we all have a road to Damascus, okay? So we know Saul of Tarsus, okay, after his blinding on his road to Damascus, okay, he became Paul, okay? So divine could be showing you your new name, okay? Divine could be showing you your new name. This name is already written in your Akashic records, okay? We all have a road to Damascus, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the energy. Let's confirm whatever it is that you already know, investigators. collective, let's go ahead and confirm whatever it is that you already know. And I say that because that's all that this is. It's just a confirmation. Okay? Whatever comes out here is not brand new news to you. Divine just has drawn you here. Your angels, ancestors have guided you here for further confirmation. That's all that this is. Okay? Yes, divine waters. Yes, divine waters. Okay? Okay? So, we're gonna roll the dice, okay? I have 3, but we're gonna roll the zodiac signs, okay? We're gonna roll the zodiac signs, and divine is saying 5. So we'll roll the dice 5 times and see what zodiac signs come out, okay? Again, thank you all so much for investigators, ancestors of you, judges, ancestors of you, celebrities. We do have celebrities that tune in, and quite a few. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, any karmic comments that come on, okay, into the chat, any karmic comments, okay, I will not respond to them. I will simply delete them and block them from the channel. Okay, there are those that I have blocked, okay, and they may still watch. And when I say blocked, I mean blocked via email. Okay. You can schedule an esoteric conversation with me in private if you have questions about your private journey, your personal journey, okay, and you want to confirm some things further for your journey. You can schedule an esoteric conversation with me, and that is done via Zoom. Okay. That is done via Zoom. All right. Some of the karmic energy, okay, that have scheduled esoteric conversations with me and then bailed out. I'm giving you these names for Synchronicity Collective and investigators. I'm giving you these names for Synchronicity, okay? Georgia, okay? So Georgia, okay? Brown, okay? And Melissa, okay? These are karmic individuals, okay? Or individuals who use those names, and that's not really who they are. Okay? So, again, Georgia, Brown, and Melissa. Okay? You could be Melissa and you could be of the light, or you could be Melissa and you could be a karmic. Or you're dealing with a Melissa or a Georgia or a Brown that is a karmic. Okay? Divine Source, Eravat, we invite you in. We invite the ancestors of all those who are listening in at this time. We invite you in to further confirm for us parts of our journey, truths that you've already shown us through dreams, okay? I encourage all of you to get a journal. If you do not have a journal, I encourage all of you to get a journal. This is the current journal that I am using at this time. I have several others, okay? This is the current journal that I am using at this time. And yeah, a journal is for signing synchronicities. Again, scribe, writing, okay? Confirmation with that boom, okay? Scribe, writing, okay? So first out the gate, we have a Scorpio energy, okay? Upright or karmic. We have a scorpionic energy, okay? Scorpionic, the number 13, okay? It is 8:08. I just looked up there at the clock. It is 8:08. 8:08, okay? So investigators, use these synchronicities, these numerological synchronicities. Use these synchronicities in regards to your case. What is the 88th day of the year? And are you dealing with someone, looking for someone, a fugitive, what have you, a criminal, okay, that's born on August 8th or the 88th day of the year, okay, 8:08, Scorpio. Okay, we have Aquarius. Happy birthday season to all of the Aquarians out there. Okay, happy birthday season to all of the sun sign Aquarians out there. Okay, Aquarius, water sign. Okay, or water. That's not a water sign. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, we have an Aries. Okay, in Aries. So we have Scorpio, Aquarius, and Aries. Okay. Next. Okay. Next we have, let me see this. I believe this is Virgo. Okay. Let me confirm that. Let me see something here. And again, I don't have these committed to memory because I don't do things from memory, okay? When I do these psychic investigation readings, I don't use my brain, okay? Capricorn, okay? So we have a Capricorn out here, okay? Okay? Zodiac sign, sun sign, Capricorn, okay? Lastly, we have a Leo, okay? We have a Leo. So Leo, okay? All right, so, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you so much, Divine, okay? On top of the stack, we're looking at a paradigm shift and the name Dorothy, okay? A paradigm shift and the name Dorothy on top of the stack. A paradigm shift and the name Dorothy, okay? On the back, on the bottom of the stacks, we have traveling in a stolen vehicle. So investigators, that could speak to a fugitive, okay? Someone's traveling in a stolen vehicle. And chosen ones are scapegoats for the karmic elite. Chosen ones are scapegoats for the karmic elite, okay? So these, who are the karmic elite? The karmic elite are devil, satanic energies that have a lot of earthly wealth. Okay, that is the karmic elite. Satanic, Apophis, Jezebel, Apep, Lilith spirits that have a lot of money. Okay, that's who the karmic elites are. Secret society members. Okay, this are the karmic elites. All right. I hope you meditate, collective, okay? I hope you meditate, okay? There are three things that are necessary. We have the 10 of Pentacles out here, I believe. What is this? Yep, 10 of Pentacles, okay? So 10 of Pentacles, okay? Something about a wish fulfillment. And we have a Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. Carol, do you have an issue? Do you have an issue, Carol? Seven of Wands out here for some type of overcoming energy, okay? Overcoming victory energy. Seven of Wands energy, okay? Overcoming to receive this life fulfillment, okay? As it is written, as it is written, okay? As it is written, as it is written, okay? We have the Ace of Swords out here for a Ace of Swords for a breakthrough, okay? A breakthrough. All right. Okay, we have a three-headed somebody out here. Again, this is going to confirm this three-headed image right here. When I show it to you, it will confirm what I spoke to earlier. And that is most are stronger than what they pretend to be. And pretend, okay? Pretend, okay? We have the Five of Cups in reverse. And again, the Seven of Wands. Okay. So there's something about boredom ending. Okay, so on your spiritual journey, it does get bored at some points. It does. Okay, you are never alone. Okay, but it could get boring at some point. Okay, especially after you cleanse all of your energy. Okay, and you ascend. Okay, and you start living your authentic life. Okay, and you develop a routine. Okay, a routine. Okay, and the enemy realizes that they can't touch you, okay? That all that they've been doing, all that they've been sending to you, all of the blood magic, all of the black magic, all of the moon magic, all of the seances, okay? All of those things that the enemy has been sending to you, you get to a certain place to where the enemy, okay, they leave you alone for the most part. They leave you alone, okay? So, yeah, all right. So we have that out here, okay? Shuffling the next stack again. Oh, with paradigm shift, okay? Someone's name could be Bob or Robert, okay? But Bob Proctor, okay, has a YouTube channel, and the name of his company, okay, is called the Proctor Gallagher Institute, okay? The Proctor Gallagher Institute. And Bob Proctor's focus is the paradigm shift, okay? Bob Proctor, all right? We have a Seven of Cups energy out here for choices. You could have choices in where you want to live, okay? You are never alone. Again, you might be bored from time to time, but you are never alone, okay? Never alone. Ancestors, angels, divine source, obviously, okay? We have a justice message out here, the number 11, a justice message. We had Scorpio come out when I rolled the dice. That was the first sign that came out on the dice, okay? So 11, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and we have a money chaser, okay? Money chaser. Let me show you this card. Okay. On the bottom of this stack, we have the star. The star, okay? You are meant to be some type of star, okay? You are. That doesn't mean physical red carpet. That doesn't mean necessarily Hollywood, okay? I call it Hollywood, okay? That doesn't mean necessarily. But you are meant to be some type of divine star on your journey this lifetime around. That's why you came back, okay? That's why you came back. Jason Aldean, the country music, listen to the name, Jason and Aldean, okay? Jason Aldean sings a song, We Back, okay? We back, okay? Back in the saddle, back on the stage, making the whole place rattle. Back with the A-team, something about your A-team, I just got chills, okay? So back with the A-team, train on the track. Thought we were gone, but you're wrong, now it's on, we back, okay? I love country. I love country music, okay? So, Jason Aldean, we back, okay? So someone thought you were gone because someone tried to get rid of you, okay? Maybe they started walking away because they thought you were going to be taken out. Then they turn around and see, wow, what? She's not gone? He's not gone? Yeah, we back. You, your ancestors, okay? Showing up. Showing up. Okay? Thank you, Divine Source. Okay? We have a father figure out here, authority figure. Okay, father figure, authority figure. Okay. Okay, or someone who tried to dominate you. Okay, someone who tried to dominate you. Yep. Hollywood. Hollywood. Okay. Speaking of Hollywood and Hollywood, okay, you ever pay attention to, and this is encouragement to, pay attention to all of that happens around you, okay? So if you go to the hospital, okay, let's say, because that's where my example is going. So I am a kidney transplant recipient. That was due to witchcraft, okay? I am a kidney transplant recipient, and I was on dialysis for 4.5 years between 2013 and 2017. That kidney transplant was received and inserted into this physical body. This is just a shell, okay? It was inserted into this physical body on 7/7/17. And the transplant coordinator, okay, in Pittsburgh at the University of Pitt at the VA Transplant Hospital. I am a military veteran of the United States Army, okay, 8 years. Speaking of 808, 8 years United States Army, okay, and her name is Holly Woods, literally. That's her first and last name, Holly and Woods. So, okay. So we have a gamer out here. We have the truth coming out with the Ace of Swords. So we have a breakthrough with the Ace of Swords, or excuse me, with the Ace of Wands. We have the truth coming out here, okay, and a breakthrough. The truth is always a breakthrough, okay? The truth is always a breakthrough, okay? Always, okay? Again, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you so much for your love, okay? To it, the message that came out here on this justice card, we will read that when I pull it from the stack. Okay. We also have the Knight of Wands out here, okay, in reverse, all right, for whoever that is. All right, divine source, again, ancestors of the investigators, ancestors of the active, okay, ancestors of the hidden celebrities behind the scenes that tune in, okay, karmic investigators that tune in, because there are those, okay, police officers that go rogue, police officers that do underhanded work, I shouldn't say undercover, okay, police officers that operate in the dark, okay, they promise, they take an oath to we got the emperor, okay, they take an oath to uphold the law, to protect and serve, okay, and that is a high vibrational energy, to protect and serve, okay, to protect the truth, to protect you, to blah, 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 blah. Someone stutters, to protect your energy, your life. They don't call it energy, but to protect your life, okay? They sometimes go rogue. They do underhanded things, undercover things, okay, that are hidden in the dark. Why? Because in large part, they think they can get away with it, okay? Police officers that hide things, okay? They don't bring forth the truth. This is very common in smaller towns, okay? Smaller towns, police officers that hide things. They don't want their nephew to go to jail, okay, to prison. So they hide the fact that their nephew is a murderer or a rapist. They don't want their nephew to go to, so yeah, they don't want their niece, their wife, their sister to go to prison. So they hide the fact, the truth, that their sister is a karmic individual involved in drug dealing or what have you, okay? They hide these things, okay? And again, especially in small towns, okay? So there could be something that comes out here about a small town, okay? Because I'm saying that, all right? That's the example Divine gave me, okay? So. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We have drastic changes, okay? Drastic changes. Yeah, they definitely think they're above the law. Shout out 7-7. What's up, Justice League? I didn't notice that was you. What's going on, baby? What's going on? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, okay? I've been looking at those of you who are tuning in for the first time, okay? I've been looking at land, okay, in Western Texas. I will only live in the United States. I don't have to live in the United States, okay? I can live wherever divine sends me. Again, okay? This message that I have here, okay, that I wrote down here, that I mentioned at the beginning of the live, divine source, angels, take me wherever you want me to go, because that is where I want to be. Divine source, Aravat, the great I am, the Alpha and Omega, take me wherever you want me to go, because that is where I want to be. So we could be dealing with relocation for some of you, okay? But I've been looking at land in Western Texas, okay? Again, I will confirmation, okay? Confirmation, okay? And that's a message about Da Nang, okay? Da Nang, Vietnam. Again, I am in Southeast Asia, so there was some message about Da Nang, Vietnam. You could want to travel to Da Nang, Vietnam, okay? It's a beautiful place, okay? Yeah, I will only live if in the United States, if that's where I'm meant to set up homestead. I will only live in southern places where the ground does not freeze, so that I can have 365, 24/7 access to Gaia, okay? So I'm not living in Minnesota. I'm not living in Washington State. I'm not living in Maine. I'm not living in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm not living in New Hampshire. I'm not living in New York City. I'm not living in Illinois. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Someplace where I have 24/7, 365 access to Gaia. Okay? So I can tap into fully my medicine healer energy. Okay? Medicine man energy. So drastic changes. Yeah, yeah. If it is Texas that I'm into, if it is Texas, Justice League, yeah, we'll definitely be connecting, definitely in the 3D, okay, and the physical, I should say, okay. So we have on one side of the drastic changes, okay, we have this Knight of Wands energy right here, okay? So you going through drastic changes. When you go through drastic changes, collective, celebrities, investigators, judges, when you go through drastic changes, so does the opposite. So does the opposite, okay? And theirs is in the other direction, okay? But for you high vibrational beings, okay? Yeah, nope, not Missouri, okay? Because I don't want to be in misery. You know what I'm saying? No. No. So, ooh, oh man. I don't watch the news very often, but I'm looking at this message from Divine Waters of Truth. And when I said misery in Missouri, Divine said degradation. Degradation. So degradation in Missouri. Degradation. Degradation. We're going to look that word up here in a moment. Okay? Degradation, Missouri. Degradation. On the other side of this, Knight of Wands energy, again, a sneaky energy. Okay? A sneaky energy. Okay? We have the names Alice, Brittany, and Wayne. Alice, Brittany, and Wayne. Okay? Someone could go by Britt. Someone could go by Britt. Okay? Someone's last name is Smith. Someone's last name is some W name, okay? It could be Wayne, okay? John Wayne Gacy, okay? Middle name, John Wayne Gacy, okay? We know about John Wayne, okay? And Alice. First, middle, last name, investigators. First, middle, last name, okay? Let's look up degradation. Let's look up degradation and see what that means. Juan's energy. Degradation. Let's look that up. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Definition of degradation. Okay? This is a condition or process of degrading or being degraded. Okay? So, someone I'm getting is being demoted. Okay? Someone is being demoted, degraded, downgraded. Okay? Someone's losing a position in a secret society, losing a position in the church, losing a position in politics, losing a position within an investigative agency. Okay? Degradation, degrading. Okay? Because they were degrading you, smear campaigns or whatever they were doing with their witchcraft, sorcery working friends and family. Okay? This also confirms that the demotion that President Trump delivered to Gregory Baldino or whatever his name is, that ICE agent, okay, who did that live conference after the false murdering of, what's up, Rose? Shout out to you, girl. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Donald Trump demoted Greg Baldino or whatever his name is, okay, after the murder, okay, and karmic unaliving of Alex Predit in Minnesota. President Trump demoted Greg, someone's name is Greg, okay, demoted Greg and sent him back to Border Patrol. This ICE agent demoted his ass and sent him back to Border Patrol. Because even President Trump was like, you a dumbass. Get off the camera. Go sit down. Even President Trump said that. Go sit down. And again, I'm not Republican, Democrat, nor independent. But even Trump was like, yeah, no, get your ass out of here. You're embarrassing me. You know what I'm saying? You're embarrassing me. Go sit down. Downgrade, degrade, promotion, decline. Okay? Someone could have been coming against you for a promotion within a secret society collective, celebrities. Okay? Someone could have been doing witchcraft against you to get a promotion. Okay? Yep. Pledges for fraternities, whatever that is. Okay? All of that. Secret societies. Okay? And fraternities are secret societies. They are. Okay? I was just speaking about, I was just speaking about ICE, and then we have a message out here about ICE. You heard me, collective. You heard me, celebrities. You heard me, investigative agencies, private agents, or private investigators. Okay? You heard me, judges. I was just speaking about ICE, and now we have a message out here about ICE. This says, ICE is a supremacy group with authority to kill. I'll let that sink in for a minute. ICE is a supremacy group with authority to kill. So, confirmation as divine speaks. Confirmation as divine speaks. Okay? This ICE supremacy message, okay? ICE supremacy message, okay, is on one side the Ace of Swords. of the Ace of Swords, okay? The government, the U.S. government in this case, the U.S. government, and again, this could represent something else in Jamaica. This could represent something else in England, okay? Not everything that I speak of here is concerning the U.S., just like not everything that comes out here is for your own personal journey. Some of it is global news, like the murdering of U.S. civilians when you're supposed to be focused on illegal, criminal immigrants. That's the opposite. That's the opposite. Okay? So, justice for Renee Nicole Good. Any of those names could resonate for you. Justice for Renee Nicole Good. And justice for Alex Predit. On the other side of this ICE agency message, okay, we have retiring early. Okay, Greg could be retiring early with his slow dumb ass. Greg could be retiring early, all right? So here we go. We got a door slam, all right? Something's closing. Something's being shut down. Something's being shut down. Okay? Whenever you get, we did get the first card out here was the Ten of Pentacles for a wish fulfillment. So whenever you get whatever's due to you, collective, celebrities, agents, judges, attorneys, whenever you get this justice, okay, that's due to you, it could provide an opportunity for you to retire early. Okay? For me, Arizona, Texas, Georgia, South Carolina. Those are about the only states in the U.S. that I will live in. Those are about the only ones. Okay. So, some type of breakthrough, okay, slicing through with this Ace of Swords, okay, slicing through and retiring early, okay. Someone could, okay. Okay. So for those of you, and again, I don't like getting into all of that energy because I don't put any of my own energy and focus, meditation, or anything like that into marriage, okay? The only marriage you should be seeking is a divine union, okay? But this could be a situation for you. Again, take it what resonates. That means what easily fits. Someone could be retiring early in order to spend time with you. Okay? Someone could be retiring early to spend time with you. Okay? And to come into this divine union. Again, that could be you or that could be someone else. We have all ages that tune in. We've had 25-year-olds tune in and we've had retirees tune in. So, okay. Next, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. I see we have 28 people in the room and 32 likes. 28 people in the room and 32 likes. Name out. Two of them, Chino and Shell. It could be Shelly. Okay, Shelly, Shelly. Someone's name could be Stuart, like Stuart Little. Okay. Chino and Shelly. Michelle, okay? Michelle, okay? And Chino. The side of Michelle and Chino, or Shell and Chino, we have someone who plays games or someone who is a gamer, okay? And we have a government cult, okay? Government cults play a lot of games. Government cults play a lot of games. Shell, what's up, Gene? Okay? What's up, Gene? Okay? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Omega? What's going on, sugar? I hope you're doing well. I just saw your message up there, or your deleted message, whatever that was, okay? So, you could be Chino, you could be Shell, you could be Shelly, you could be Michelle, or this is a karmic individual that's a part of a cult, okay? And government cults. Again, that message about ICE is a supremacy group with authority to kill, okay? And not just immigrants, not just illegal immigrants who are doing criminal activity. ICE has the authority to kill anybody they want to, and they're proving that. ICE has the authority to kill anybody they want to. They can bust your door down and shoot you in the face today. ICE has the authority with supreme immunity clause or supreme clause immunity. They have the authority to come into your house or shoot you on the street, end your physical life here, and never go to trial for it. Walk free, like Jonathan Ross. They have the absolute supreme authority to murder anybody they want to. That's the authority Donald Trump has given them. That's the authority the FBI is giving them. They have the authority to murder you, U.S. citizens who are not involved in criminal activity. Okay? They have the authority, immigrants in the U.S. who are not involved in criminal activity. They have the authority to shoot you in the face and end your natural life and never go to trial because of supreme immunity clause that protects government officials. And we have a government cult out here. I'm just delivering the truth. I'm just delivering the truth. There's a lot I can say about this, okay? But I won't get on my soapbox. There's a lot I can say about this. There's a lot I can say about that. Okay? So, Shelly and Chino. Okay, Michelle again. Shelly. Okay. Something about a fake offer. Okay? Something about a fake offer. Yeah, it's just another government coven. You read that right, Gene. It's just another government coven. I cannot believe, it really is shocking. And again, I served 8 years protecting the freedoms of millions of people that I will never meet. Okay? 8 years. It is amazing to me that no one in the government, in the U.S. government, not that has been brought to my attention, there is no one in the U.S. government today that is standing up and saying this is a bunch of bullshit. You can't walk around shooting innocent civilians. Okay? There is no one in the U.S. government saying you can't do this. Okay? In the case regarding Renee Good, here's some information for you, collective, especially for those of you living in other countries, okay, who have these similar agents and agencies out here, supremacy groups, okay? In regards to Renee Good, the U.S. government forced the Minnesota Attorney General and the governor to stop their investigation into Jonathan Ross, who murdered Renee Nicole Good. The U.S. government stopped this investigation and forced more than 6 officials in Minnesota to retire and drop the investigation. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I can't believe I served the country and defended the freedom. Our commander-in-chief, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it that the U.S. government would do that, and there is no one standing up for Renee Nicole Good in the U.S. government. With the power to change laws and policies, I can't believe there is no one because of fear of losing their job, okay? Or what, I cannot believe that they would just let that shit fly. I cannot believe that. Forced them to stop their investigation. Jonathan Ross will walk free and never serve any time, never go to trial. It's a sad day when that happens. It's a sad, sad day in the American system when that happens. Okay. Thank you for your service. I hope you served honorably. Thank you so much for your service. Okay. Something about a fake offer. Okay. On one side of the 7 of Wands. Okay. Something about a fake offer. Okay. This fake offer could have come from a coward. Okay. Or will. Okay? This fake offer could come from a coward or will. There's something about a win-win situation. Okay? Yeah, I am ashamed. Ashamed, divine waters of truth. Ashamed. Ashamed. I wouldn't go into the military today. Good thing I served my time early. Good thing I served earlier, right? Between 95 and 2003. I would not go into the military today. I would not. Not defending that country. I would not go into the military. And again, shout out to all of our men and women who do. They write blank checks every day, okay, to defend supposed freedoms. But apparently, U.S. citizens do not have as many freedoms as they think. Apparently. You are not as free as you think. Apparently. Okay? Hello, Marianne. Okay? Win-win situation. Okay? Overcomer with the Seven of Wands energy. Okay? A win-win situation. Okay? A winning situation over this karmic energy for sure. A win-win situation. Okay? That is crazy. And the more and more I think about it, the more and more disturbing. Okay? The more and more I think about it, shout out to your grandfather. Okay? That's crazy. That's crazy. And there'll be another victim. Okay? There will be yet another victim, President Trump. Okay? His cabinet members, they listen in. His constituents, they listen in. They listen in. They listen in. Okay? There's going to be another innocent victim out here who is a U.S. citizen who is not involved in any criminal activity. They do not have a gun or a weapon in their hand. They will be murdered. There will be another one. There will be another one. Death happens in threes. So we have Nicole Good, and we have Alex Predit. There's going to be a third one. There's going to be a third one. Watch what I tell you. There's going to be a third one. It's crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I thought we were Justice America. President Trump, Kash Patel, Pentagon. I thought it was justice that we seek. I thought it was justice that we stand for. I thought. Okay. We have the name King, Cone, Kane, Khan, and Klein. Take a look at the names. That is on one side of the Seven of Cups. Okay? One side of the Seven of Cups. Okay? Again, take a look at the names, investigators, and look at your investigative notes. Okay? Take a look and look at your investigative notes. Okay? Any of these individuals out here can be a celebrity, okay, today, like Big Daddy Kane, okay? Big Daddy. Somebody could go by Big Daddy or Zaddy or some other name, okay? Big Daddy Kane. Don King, the name Donald, okay? Don King, the name Donald. Kelvin Klein. Someone could be a designer. Again, celebrity energy, okay? There could be something associated with, again, another supremacy group, the Ku Klux Klan, KKK, okay? Look at all these Ks, KKK, okay? And again, secret society out here, Knights Templar, okay? So, secret society out here, Knights Templar. Okay, so there will be options, collective, and someone had a choice. Do I join this secret society? Do I do witchcraft against him or her? Confirmation. Do I do witchcraft against him or her? Do I work with this secret coven? Okay, do I do this witchcraft against them? what do? Someone made that choice. Okay? Someone made that choice. Okay? And again, this could also speak to you having choices in where you want to live, okay, in the world. There are 197 countries, a choice in where you want to live. Okay? We got Michael Jackson out here, and I was going to sing Man in the Mirror. Just now, when we came out with choices, I was feeling Man in the Mirror, okay? Starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could it be any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Okay? Start with the man in the mirror. Start with the woman in the mirror. About the change. Okay? That you want to see. Okay? I'm reminded of what Morgan Freeman told Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is a high vibrational star seed. Okay? That comedian in Living Color, Saturday Night Live, okay? The Mask, okay? Me, Myself, and Irene, okay? Jim Carrey is a high vibrational star seed, okay? But in the movie, Bruce Almighty, Morgan Freeman told Jim Carrey to be the change, okay? To be the change. Okay, Morgan Freeman played God in that movie. Okay? Okay? So someone played God in your life, or tried to play God in your life. Someone did. Okay? But Michael Jackson, that is a star seed. That is a celebrity star seed. That is a celebrity star seed. Okay? Yeah, their kids were black. You saw that movie, Omega? That was a hilarious movie and kind of weird, quirky. Like it was kind of one of those movies. It was kind of interesting. And he played a police officer. Okay? He played a police officer. Ooh. So look. Thank you, Omega. Look, so there could be a situation out here where you end up marrying someone in law enforcement because Jim Carrey ended up marrying someone in law or being with someone in law enforcement when he was sent to protect them. Listen to my story. Listen to, not my story, but yeah, listen to that. Yeah, you might want to go watch that movie if you will need a laugh or two, okay? You might want to go watch that movie. Me, Myself, and Irene, okay? Yeah. And the kids were black because she cheated on him, okay? So you could have a child out here, men or women, okay? You give birth to a child woman, okay? Karmic birth, it's not the man's. Watch out, man. Get a DNA test. Don't just take their word for it. Just because you're married to them doesn't mean she didn't give her twat to somebody else. Get a DNA test. Get a DNA test. Or there's something about a rainbow family, like those rainbow hearts that Rose always shows, which I enjoy so much. Okay? Yeah. All right. Michael and Jackson. Man in the mirror. Okay? Michael Jackson on one side of the money chaser. Yes, Rose. Yes, Rose. There the hearts are. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay? Okay? Rose, I don't know what you do for a living, and I don't know what your divine gifts are. Okay? There's a difference between gifts and talents. Okay? A gift is divinely given. A talent is something that you acquire while you're here. Okay, again, a gift is divinely given, like Michael Jackson's gift to dance. Okay, that was divinely given. Okay, but a talent is something that you acquire here. Becoming an engineer or what, even though you may have intuitive gifts that help you with that occupation. So Rose, let me speak to you for a moment. I don't know what your divine gifts are. I don't know, what your big grandiose purpose is for being here this lifetime around, why you reincarnated this lifetime, okay? But there is something at some point that you will probably have the opportunity to trademark, okay? I'm talking to you, Rose, okay? Okay? And obviously, if this resonates for anyone else, okay? But specifically, divine speaking that to Rose, okay? Trademark. It could be a book, okay? It could be anything. An invention, something about a trademark for you, Rose, okay? Woo! With the horn honk. Rose. Trademark, baby. Trademark. Okay? Someone could have tried to trademark something of yours, Rose. Some idea, some invention. You could have shared this with your friends and they ran off with it. You could have tried to share it. You shared this with your family when you were growing up. You could have been a kid when you shared this. Ooh, mommy, daddy, I would like to, mommy, daddy, can we, right? Someone ran off with it and tried to duplicate it, but they couldn't because you're an original. You're an original. You're an original. You're the authentic. Okay. We have Lemurian star seeds. Okay. That deals with the Indian Ocean and water. Okay. Trademark, baby. Okay. Yeah. Start speaking it. Trademark. Trademark. Start speaking it. Okay. Trademark also speaks to one of a kind. Trademark also speaks to one of a kind. Okay. Shambhala. Okay. So Lemurian star seeds. Okay. The city of Lemuria is in the Indian Ocean. Lemurian star seeds. The Lemurian city is in the Indian Ocean today because of the flood. Okay. The Great Flood. Okay. Hello, Shirley. Okay. Shambhala. Okay. Shambhala is connected to Tibet. Brad Pitt starred in the movie 7 Years in Tibet. Bradley, and Pitt. P-I-T-T. Okay. Again, kidney transplant for me in Pittsburgh at the VA hospital there. Transplant hospital in Pittsburgh. And Holly Woods was my transplant coordinator. Holly Woods. Okay. Avalon. Okay. Avalon spirits. Avalon star seeds. Avalon ascended masters. Avalon. Okay. This is Celtic. Celtic. Okay. Agartha. Agartha. Agatha. Agartha. A-G-A-R-T-H-A. Okay. This is the center of the earth. Beings associated with the center of the earth. Kittez. Itezh. Okay. This is the Russian invisible city. Okay. Kittez. Okay. The Russian invisible city. Okay. And again, divine will confirm it. If you are any of these, divine will confirm it. If you are ancient beings associated with, divine will confirm it. Okay. Just like J. Rose, or just like Rose said, okay? Divine will confirm it, okay? Ancient cities and spiritual beings emerging from those ancient cities today in the age of Aquarius in the 21st century. 777, okay? Oh, let me put a card behind that. That's difficult to see. I just see it on the camera here. It's difficult to see. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Next, I am looking at investigation. Okay, I'm looking at investigation. Okay, We have your signature move. So I was talking about Michael Jackson. Okay, Michael Jackson's spirit came out here. Okay, so Michael Jackson, his signature move is the moonwalk. Okay, in that lifetime. Your signature move. Okay, something about your signature move, whatever that is. Okay. Or, okay. So also what divine is saying, okay, is your signature move. Okay, so when you sign whatever documents these are, okay, when you sign, someone forged your name. When you sign, it's going to provide an opportunity for you to move. When you sign these papers, it's going to provide an opportunity for you to move. Your signature and move. Okay? On the other side of your signature move, we got the Queen of Pentacles. And take a look at the names, investigators. We have 5 of them here. 5 of them, judges, celebrities. Okay? We have Chloe, Charlotte, Cecilia, Collins, and Cassidy. Again, Chloe, Charlotte, Cecilia, Collins, and Cassidy. There are a lot of celebrities out here whose names I can rattle off with these. Okay, a lot of celebrity energies out here that we know today in Hollywood, okay, that I could rattle off here. We know Khloe Kardashian, okay? We know Cicely Tyson, Cecilia. We know Cicely Tyson. Shout out to that amazing spirit. Cicely Tyson is rich, And when I say rich, I don't mean in money. When I say rich, ancient wisdom came from Cicely Tyson. She was a steady energy. Okay? Collins, Phil Collins, okay? Collins. Okay, so it'd be something about Collins Street, Collins Avenue, Collins. Okay, and David Cassidy and a Sundance Kid. Okay, Cassidy. Was there a Cassidy on the Partridge Family? Someone who's old enough. Was there a Cassidy on the Partridge Family? Okay. And again, you could find out that you're connected to a celebrity in some way, collective. Okay. Your original family somehow. Okay. You could discover this. Okay. We have dark-skinned individual. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The name Tyson, also Tyson Chicken. Someone could work at a chicken factory, or someone was doing things with chicken blood, chicken magic, okay, against you, okay? Someone's dark-skinned out here, okay, you or someone else, okay? That on the 5 of Cups, so you being bored, they being bored, they're being tired, they're exhausted, perhaps, they're exhausted, okay? And someone's claustrophobic. Someone's claustrophobic. Okay, this dark individual, okay, who is claustrophobic, okay, or not, okay, they could have thought something was funny when they were in the process of doing it. So when they were cutting up these chickens, okay, and doing these chicken blood rituals, they thought it was funny. Okay, because they watch you squirm, they watch you get angry, they watch you get frustrated, okay, they watched you as your business went under, they watched you as you got terminated. They thought it was funny. Okay. Someone's claustrophobic, afraid of small places. Don't take your ass to jail then. Don't take your ass to jail then if you're afraid of small places. Don't take your ass to jail then. Don't do criminal activity that will get you arrested. Okay. Oh, yeah, the oldest boy's name. Thank you, Divine Waters of Truth. Yeah. What's up, share? Confirmation 222. Okay. So we have the names Claudia, Cynthia, Karina, and Clarence. Investigators and collective, celebrities, judges. Here we go. Okay? We have 30 people in the room and 44 likes, 3044, 3044, 3044. Okay? It is 9:04. That is. Okay? So look, this is the way I want you to think about number synchronicities, collective. This is the way I want you to think about synchronicities that you see in numerology, investigators, okay? So we have 9:04 here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, 9:04 in the morning, okay? 9 is 3-3, okay? And then we have 2 4s, okay? There are 44 likes currently on the video, okay? So take a look here, okay? Take a look here, okay? So what's 3 times 3? Okay? 3 times 3. And then you have 2 4s, okay? So 304, 304. You see that? Could be something about a 304. Something about a 304. Look. That's the way I want us to expand our mind, okay? That's the way I want us to expand our mind to start seeing synchronicities if you do not see them that way already, okay? Claudia, Cynthia, Cindy, Karina, Clarence. One side of the 10 of Pentacles, so at least one of these names out here, okay, is getting their 10 of Pentacles, this wish fulfillment, family, and financial stability, okay? It doesn't mean that you billionaire, millionaire, whatever, quadrillionaire, whatever. It just means financial stability. You being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Travel to where you want. That doesn't mean karmic activity, okay? Travel wherever you want to go on vacation whenever you want to go. When your kids need new shoes, you can just go out and buy them, order them online, whatever that is. When you need a new car, you see something that you like, you having the financial, earthly wealth to do that. Go buy the new car, okay? When you move, you having the money to purchase the house. You don't have to rent to purchase. Also, in America, you never really truly own the land. There's a lot of karmic ass things about the American laws, okay? So when you own the land because of eminent domain, when you purchase a property, when you buy a mortgage, okay, on a property, you never really own the land because of eminent domain. The government at any point in time can be like, get your ass off the land. We want to build a toll road here. We want to build an access road here. Get your ass off the land because of eminent domain. So in the United States, I don't know how it is in other countries. In the United States, you never truly own the land. That is the deception about a mortgage. Not that a mortgage is bad. It's beneficial in some ways, but it's never really true. The land is never really truly yours. They can come in and knock your house down. Again, like ICE. They can come in and knock you down and get away with it. And get away with it. Okay? Someone was after instant gratification. That is on the other side of this. Okay? So someone came in to you, collective, celebrities, judges, PIs. Okay? Someone came into you, into your life. You were introduced to them through a mutual friend, introduced to them at a bar, introduced to them at church, introduced to them on the job, as a new neighbor, whatever. Someone came in to your energy, into your life, okay? And all they were after was instant gratification. This individual could have dark skin or not, however it goes, okay? Instant gratification is all they were after, okay? This could be Claudia, this could be Cynthia, this could be Karina, or this could be Clarence, okay? Next, we have Bosnia-Herzegovina, okay? Bosnia-Herzegovina. Okay, again, not everything that comes out here is for your personal journey. Sometimes it's global news. So something could be happening in Bosnia, Herzegovina. Okay? Bosnia, Herzegovina. Pager codes. What is that? CO? What is pager codes? And good to see you, sweetheart. What are pager? What do you mean pager codes? What is that? Okay. So some type of authoritative figure here, King of Wands, okay, on Bosnia Herzegovina. Okay, so this could be someone who lives in Bosnia Herzegovina. This could be someone who fled to Bosnia Herzegovina. Ooh, divine sources bringing back something to me. So the other day we were talking about someone who took from someone in the collective, and they invested their money. So whatever they stole from you, they invested it into the market card come out here, okay? And that's what divine was showing me at that time, okay? There is a female out here who is known as the Queen of Bitcoin, and she is on the FBI's most wanted list. The Queen of Bitcoin. She stole billions of dollars from investors. She is now on the run and has disappeared with these billions of dollars. The Queen of Bitcoin is on the FBI's most wanted list. Let's show you a picture in case you see her in Bosnia Herzegovina or wherever. FBI's most wanted Queen of Bitcoin. Ignatova, Miss Ignatova, okay, Miss Ignatova, okay, has not been seen in 8 years, disappearing days after an arrest warrant was issued for her in the United States. In 2014, she founded the fraudulent OneCoin cryptocurrency, which saw investors lose more than $4 billion, according to the FBI. $4 billion. $4 billion. On the run for years now. On the run for years now. She could have changed her image, investigators, okay? She could be extremely skinny. She could be a blonde or a redhead at this point in time, okay? A blonde or a redhead. Okay, a blonde or a redhead at this time. Okay, Ignatova. Okay, hello Elizabeth. King of Wands energy, Bosnia Herzegovina. Okay, this could also deal with someone who's in the military. We keep speaking about military. Okay, so this could be someone who's in the military. Okay, of any country, any branch. The other side of this King of Wands energy says, don't get too settled where you currently are. Change of plans. Confirmation burp. Oh, when we had beepers. 304 is a... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So there are two holes out here. There are two holes. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. Not in this house. There we go. Thank you, CO. Thank you, CO. 304, $4 billion. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Divine Waters. Oh, yeah. That's just what the FBI discovered. Oh, yeah. Or what the investors told them. Okay. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And she probably had an exit plan set up years ago. Okay? Oh, my nose is itching. Male X in the U.S. Navy. Okay? Wow. So there's something about two holes out here working together. Okay? These are most likely lesbians or bisexual women. Two holes. And they could be men too. Men can be hoes. Okay? Will Smith is a hoe. Did you hear what I just said? Will Smith, Prince of Bel-Air, okay? is a hoe. Bad Boys, Will Smith is a hoe. P. Diddy is a hoe. Sean Combs, yeah, a hoe. Okay? Don't get settled or too settled. You are, because there are changes coming collective. And again, this is on the other side of this King of Wands. So this King or Queen of Wands, okay, they could be an investigator and they could be investigating something in Bosnia, okay? This King of Wands energy, okay, is going to be bringing in some news to you that's going to bring about a change, okay? So be fluid, be fluid, be fluid, okay? Be easy to change, okay? One of the things that my former friends criticized me about significantly was my ability to change quickly. That was one of the things that they often criticized me about, is my ability to change quickly. We got signature move out here. That is one of my signature moves, okay? I have a strong cutoff game, a strong ass cutoff game, okay? A strong ass cutoff game. You show me one sign that you are karmic. It didn't used to be like this, okay? I used to give multiple opportunities, okay? But I got a strong ass cutoff game, okay? I give one opportunity today, not two, not three. This isn't baseball. I give one opportunity for somebody to fuck up in my life. One opportunity. You lie to me once, I cut your ass off forever. You deceive me once, I cut your ass off forever. One opportunity. One opportunity. Okay, because you're not fucking over this ascended master and master builder 33 born on the 333rd day of the year. You're not fucking me over. You got one opportunity to fuck up with me. And that's it. And that's for whoever the divine feminine or divine masculine female that's coming in to me will be at some point, whether she listens to this or not. She has one opportunity to fuck up. One opportunity to fuck up. And that's it. And that might be what has her scared. Okay? That might be what has her fearful. That's right. Okay? One. I don't give 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 opportunities. I can forgive your ass and still cut you off. Okay? I can forgive you and still cut you off. Okay? You have one opportunity with me. One. Okay? We have Onyx, Haley, and Vera. Okay? Onyx, Vera, Wayne. Ooh, I just got it. I just got it. And we got Wayne out here already. We got Wayne out here already. Where is that name at? Where is that name? Wayne. Vera Wayne. Okay? Let's look up synchronicities for Vera Wayne. Okay? Vera Wayne. Vera Wayne. Okay? And it's actually Wang. I said Wayne, but it's Vera Wang. Okay? And this is a fashion designer. We had Calvin Klein come out. Okay? So, Vera Ellen Wang. W-A-N-G. I said Wayne, but it's Wang. W-A-N-G. Okay? Is an American fashion designer. Wang initially pursued a career in figure skating. Someone's name is Liam and Thomas. The name Liam, Thomas, Tommy, okay, Tom. Wang figure skating before transitioning into fashion. Vera Wang, birth date 6/27/48. She is 77. Her and Abraham Hicks are the same age. New York City birth. Okay. Arthur Becker. Arthur and Becker. 2 children. Okay? 2 children. Okay? Vera Wang. Okay? Fashion designer. Okay? Rose. Okay? So I was speaking to you earlier about trademarks. Okay? Rose, you could get a clothing line, or somebody else in here could get a clothing line. Vera's sister confirmation. Okay? It is the only way to do it, share, okay, is to cut them off. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to constantly protect your energy is to just cut them off when it's necessary and they show you who they truly are. The only thing to do is to cut them off. Okay, something about the Illuminati out here. Okay, Onyx, Haley, Vera. Okay. On the other side of Onyx, Haley, and Vera, we have detectives. You are dealing with a high-level narcissist. And that's the truth with this Ace of Wands energy out here. That's the truth. Investigators, you are dealing with a high-level narcissist. Okay? Oh, give me just 1 second, collective. Give me just one moment. All right. Okay, so we're back. All right. So again, these names, again, we got dark skinned out here. That could be the Onyx energy. Okay. Haley's Comet. Haley's Comet. Okay. Could be something about a comet arriving to the U.S., arriving to Guatemala, arriving in Bosnia Herzegovina, arriving in Vietnam, arriving in China, arriving in Russia, okay, arriving in the Indian Ocean where this Lemurian starseed city is, okay, Haley's Comet, okay. Detectives, high-level narcissist here, high-level narcissist, okay. Oh yeah, we all have had hard lessons, Cher. We've all had hard lessons. I had to learn that lesson the hard way because, again, beings, okay, I give opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Not today. Not today, okay? And someone has to earn my respect first. It's not an automatic thing. Confirmation with the phone message. They have to earn my respect. It's not automatically given. I don't show up and shake somebody's hand and they immediately get my respect. No, I watch you, and I listen to what you say, and I watch your actions, and I determine if you deserve my respect. Okay? It's not an automatic thing anymore. It's earned. It's earned. Okay? So, be the sword of truth you're meant to be. Be the Ace of Wands you're meant to be, collective. Okay? Investigators, YouTube. Judge, YouTube. Celebrity, YouTube. Celebrities have an extraordinary opportunity. National, worldwide type of celebrities. Okay? Not local celebrities, and there are local celebrities. Worldwide celebrities, you have an extraordinary opportunity. An extraordinary opportunity. Because you have millions of people that follow you on social media, okay? Millions of people. I'm going to say something to somebody. I don't know if they watch. Somebody who knows them might watch, okay? I'm going to speak to something in regards to Nia Long, okay? Friday, Nia Long, okay? She was in Best Man, okay? Nia Long. How do you know if someone is a closet racist? How do you know if someone is a closet racist? Again, you pay attention to their actions. If all that someone ever posts is about what black people do, no one's black, no one's white, we're all a shade of brown in every country, every continent, all 197 of them. Okay? No one's black and no one's white. Okay? These eyebrows are black. Okay? These eyelashes are black. Do you see the contrast between the eyelash and my skin and the skin color? Okay? No one's black. Okay? If someone only promotes black people, okay, like Black Lives Matter, that stupid ass organization that owed the IRS millions, Black Lives Matter had a tax debt, they might still have a tax debt and be paying on it, owed the IRS millions of dollars, and back taxes. If someone only supports one group or nationality, they only support the Chinese, they don't support the Japanese or the Filipino, they only support the Chinese. That is a closet racist. Nia Long is a closet racist. You heard me, and you probably heard it here first. Nia Long is a closet racist. Nia Long, Michael Jackson said, make that change. Nia Long, Michael Jackson said, make that change. It's up to you, girl. You have a great opportunity. Millions of people the world over watch you, follow you, love you, okay? Be true. Be true, okay? Don't support some group or organization or person just because they have the same skin color as you this lifetime. You were Chinese in another lifetime. You were Bosnian in another lifetime, Nia Long. You were Russian in another lifetime, Nia Long. You were Caucasian in another lifetime, Nia Long. Okay? Don't be a closet racist. Just saying. Because we are. And this is on one side of the justice card. Because we are. Because we are. Because we are. Okay? It's the truth. It's the truth. I don't mean to hurt feelings. Okay? I don't mean to piss people off. But the truth pisses people off. That's why they assassinated Yeshua. That's why they assassinated Malcolm Little. That's why they assassinated JFK. That's why they assassinated Abraham Lincoln. The truth, it hurts. That's why ministers don't tell you all of it and they only speak from the religious book. That's why no minister in the world on Sunday is going to stand up and open up the books of Enoch. That's why no religious minister in the world is going to stand up on Sunday morning and open up the books of Enoch. Because the truth, sometimes it hurts. It doesn't mean to offend, it means to awaken. It doesn't mean to offend, it means to awaken. The truth has come to set us free. So let's be free, people. Okay? Let's be free. Okay? Ascended Master. Okay? And, ooh, I'm talking and I didn't even look down at the second card. I'm talking and this says religious demons. Okay? What's going on, 365? Okay? 365, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stargate Mom. Stargate Mama. What's up, Stargate Mama? Shout out to you, Stargate Mama. All right? So this justice card says, I now see how my behavior has affected you and it's painful feeling. You didn't deserve that, and I will make things right. The Justice card. Again, Scorpio, Sagittarian. You could be dealing with the karmic Sagittarian or karmic Scorpio. There we go. Okay? Thank you, Divine Source, for slowing down the time. Okay? Thank you, Divine Source, for slowing down the time. because I enjoy spending my time with my collective. Divine Source, thank you so much for slowing down time, because I enjoy spending time with my collective. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Okay. Stargate Mama, I love that. I love that. You know something? You know something? I love a strong mama bear. I love a strong mama bear. Okay? Who will tell her children the truth. Ooh, I got a story for you, collective. I got a story for you. I got a story for you. So I said the name Thomas, right? When I was talking about, I don't know, I said the name Thomas at some point. We were talking about a celebrity or something. Tommy Davidson. Let me tell you a story about Tommy Davidson. What's up, baby boo? What's going on, baby boo? All right. I am being reminded about a story in regards to Tommy Davidson. Okay, the comedian, again, In Living Color, Saturday Night Live. Okay, Tommy Davidson. Okay, so Tommy Davidson was adopted by an American Caucasian family. You didn't know that? Perhaps. Maybe you did. Tommy Davidson was adopted by an American Caucasian family. Okay? And he tells this story about when him and his Caucasian sister was in school. And the teacher, the principal, he was late to class a couple of times. And so was his sister. Okay? I'm talking about a mama bear energy who will tell her children the truth. Listen to this. Listen to this. Men and women, listen to this. And she said, hola, what's going on? What's going on? She said, Tommy, as a kid, again, him being a brown American and his sister being a Caucasian American, both of them were late to school. And he got detention and she just went to class. He got detention and she was just allowed to go to class without detention. And Tommy, in the principal's office, okay, with his mother, sat there talking to the principal. And the mother said, I want to understand something. How is it that you send my daughter straight to class and she doesn't get a detention, but you give my son a detention? The principal said, I didn't know that she was your daughter. Okay? This is what the principal, that should have no bearing on it. No bearing on it whatsoever. Okay? Then she pulls Tommy aside, okay? And she tells him, okay? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Starseed Mama. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So his mother pulls him aside after this meeting with the principal. And she tells him, she says, look, sweetheart, I'm going to tell you something. One day you'll understand this. She said, one day you'll understand this. She said, but I'm going to tell you something. And you may not understand it today. She said, but your sister is allowed to be late, but you need to be on time. Listen to what I'm saying. His mother told him, his Caucasian mother told Tommy Davidson, son, it's just part of the karmic system that we live in. It's unfair. But you, unfortunately, you have to be on time or you will get a detention. Your sister can be late. There's nothing else I can say to you. That's just the truth. That's a mama bear. That's a mama bear. She just lays it out to him and lets him know we live in a karmic ass society and it's unfair. And you have to have a different standard because others will treat you differently just because of the way that you look. His mother laid it out for him. Tommy tells this story. His mother laid it out for him. That's a mama bear. That's a starseed mama bear right there. Okay? So, finishing up, looking at the names Denver, George, and Hank. Yeah. What's up, Britt? I don't know if you were in here earlier, but Brittany came out here, Brittany came out here, okay? At the beginning of this live psychic investigation reading, the name Brittany came out here, okay? Oh, yeah, of course, okay? I saw your energy of that story, okay? About how a real mother and father, emperor and empress, right here as I flip the card over, okay? A real emperor and empress tells their starseeds the truth. They tell their children the truth. Yeah. And again, even if the truth is hurtful, I'm sure Tommy as a kid didn't understand that, and it probably made him sad. He probably wondered about that for years. Okay? Until he came into the knowledge of. Okay? All right. Denver, Aurora, George, and Hank. Any one of these could be an emperor. Okay? We know John Denver. We know Denver, Colorado. Shout out to Joe Kenda, Lieutenant Joe Kenda, the homicide hunter. Shout out to the real, true, upright investigators out here who really, truly do protect and serve. Joe Kenda, the homicide hunter. Okay, Joseph and Kenda. Okay, Aurora, Illinois, or someone's name is Aurora. George, okay? How common is George, okay? And Hank. How common is Hank? Okay? Emperor. Okay? On the other side, we have Mel. So some name that is Mel. Okay? Some name that is Mel. Melinda, Melanie, Melvin, Melancholy. Okay? Something about a Mel. Okay? Emperor energy. Okay? Last card, we have synchronized evil. Okay? Synchronized evil. Yeah, many of us have been treated cruelly our entire lives. Okay? And especially once you start to ascend, okay? And once you get away from religiousness and the monotony, okay, of the 3D matrix, and you start to awaken, just expect attacks. And I'm just being honest. Expect attacks. Expect attacks. Once you begin to ascend and cut people off and do your cord cutting and remove those that no longer serve your good, expect the attacks. Eventually, they'll learn their lesson after you and your ancestors get done kicking their ass enough. At some point, they'll learn the lesson. Okay? We have synchronized evil, and look at here. Okay? So this is someone who does not know and not comfortable with living their authentic selves. This is someone here, okay, who does not know or isn't comfortable with being their authentic selves. Again, the downloaded message that I shared at the beginning of this live video, okay, stronger than what most pretend to be, okay? So they are stronger than what they pretend to be, but they refuse to be their authentic selves. They refuse to be that. Okay? They refuse. And that's again on synchronized evil. Okay? So there could be 3 people out here that are the main characters in your story outside of you. 3 karmic individuals that are the main characters in your spiritual documentary. Collective, investigators, celebrities. 3 individuals out here. Okay? And are the main characters in your spiritual documentary. We have Guyana and Germany, okay? Guinea pig, New Guinea, okay? Take a look, investigators. Take a look, okay? So again, not everything that comes out here is for you personally. Some of it is global news. We got Bosnia, Herzegovina out here, okay? And we got Ghana, New Guinea, or guinea pigs, something about guinea pigs in Germany. Three-headed monster, okay? Three-headed serpent, okay? I'm getting sea urchin, okay? One of my spirit animals, those of you who have been tuned in for a while, have heard me speak of one of my spirit animals, that is the peacock, okay? One of my other spirit animals is the starseed, or I said starseed, starfish, or no, seahorse. What am I talking about? So that's resonating for someone, meant for someone, starseed, star, yeah, sea, star, yeah, okay? But the seahorse, okay? The seahorse, interesting, and I had to look this up when Divine confirmed this with me. I had to look it up, okay? Just like the red-winged angels that I saw in my third eye, I had to go look up and see that it was the seraphim, okay? Red-winged angels are seraphims. So this seahorse animal, they are one of the very few, I don't even know if there are 5 species on this planet, okay, that can do this. They can self-reproduce, okay? The seahorse, okay, can self-reproduce. The male, okay? So again, I put none of my energy into a divine union today, okay? A month ago, 2 months ago or something, I stopped meditating on that. I released all that energy, and there was a horn honk. I released all of that energy. I'm not meditating on her. I'm not focused on her. Whatever she's doing, wherever she's at, I choose to focus on me and my divine calling. My divine calling is not a marriage. My divine calling is a Master Builder 33 and Ascended Master, here for the 10th and final time. That is my divine purpose here. With or without a woman, okay? With or without a female, with or without a union, with or without. That will never change. So I stay focused on it. I put all of my manifesting energy into that. So many, and I'm going to close it out with this, so many beings that are meant to be on their divine journey, okay? There are many that tune in. I hope Nia Long does, and she changes her evil ways, okay? About being a closet racist. I hope Nia Long tunes in, or someone tags Nia Long, or sends Nia Long this video, okay? And tells her to fast forward to whatever time stamp that I started speaking to closet racist energy and those that only support individuals that are the same color as their skin, same shade, I should say. We're all the same color, same shade. I hope somebody forwards this or sends this to Nia Long, okay? Because she's a closet racist, okay? And again, anybody, if someone is a Vietnamese this lifetime and all they do is support Vietnamese, okay, and they shun or speak against or doesn't share other things about other nationalities, successes of other races, I celebrate everybody. I celebrate Shania Twain. I celebrate Toby Keith, okay? I celebrate John Legend. I celebrate, and I don't mean those I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, okay? The Canadian, I celebrate them, okay? The German, I celebrate them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and tie it up here, collective. Tie it up here. I remind us, if you would like to schedule a free esoteric conversation with me, thank you so much for those of you who have. I continue to enjoy those. As a heads up, I will be traveling over the next few days, okay? And so typically, those of you who are new listeners, I do 2 lives within every 24-hour period, okay? Someone mentioned earlier that they were from the Midwest, okay? In the United States, I am 12 hours here in Vietnam. Vietnam is 12 hours ahead of East Coast United States as a reference. And so there's time differences between most of us, you and I tuning in. But over the next 72 hours or so, I will be doing a lot of traveling. And so some of that is to ancient places. Divine has guided me to do here in Southeast Asia, to visit ancient places and connect with these ancestors. And so I will be doing that. And so there may be only, one every 2 hours for the next 2 or 3 days or whatever, okay, because I will be traveling, okay? So, again, if you would like to schedule a free esoteric conversation with me, okay? Celebrities are scared. They don't want me to know they tune in or whatever. That's their fault. You know what I'm saying? That's their fault. All right. The first one is free, okay? But all of that information is in the description section of this video, okay? Yeah, all of us, okay? Spiritual healer, okay? Spiritual healer, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, you know two of those. Okay, okay, wow. All right, spiritual healer, okay? So, we have, and again, just summarizing, okay? And a thank you so much for tuning in. We have 28 in and 55 likes, okay? Just went to 21, so 777 and 55 likes. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of the love that you send me. Thank you so much, okay? Thank you so much. My ancestors put me on this journey, okay? After I began my Job experience and gave everything that I owned away, car, motorcycle, fur baby, furniture, clothes, shoes, desk, couch, love seat, recliner, dining set, beds, gave everything away. Okay? So, Alice, Brittany, and Wayne. Alice, Brittany, and Wayne. Thanks so much, CO. Thank you so much, CO. All right? Synchronized evil. Ghana, Guyana, or guinea pigs. Okay, someone's a guinea pig. You a guinea pig. Government experiments. You a guinea pig. You a guinea pig extraterrestrial. You a guinea pig for government experiments. Germany. Okay. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Okay. I think Bitte Sean is good morning in German. I think Bitte Sean is good morning in German or hello in German. Okay? We have Aurora, Denver, George, and Hank. I wish I could have had that car. What car? I gave away a Mercedes S-Class. What, that car? What car? Denver, Aurora, George, and Hank. What car, Shirley? Okay, Shirley might be a karmic ass. Just saying. Mel, any name associated with Mel. Again, Melvin, Melinda, Melissa, okay? Or there's something about your male. Ascended Master. Religious demons. We have Onyx, Haley, and Vera. Okay, again, we looked up Vera Wang's information. Okay, that fashion designer, Vera Wang. Okay. Detectives, you are dealing with a high-level narcissist. Oh, okay. All right. If you're meant to have a new physical chariot, Shirley, you will. Okay? Stay the course. Stay the course. Continue to meditate and ascend. Don't become complacent. And that's a message to us all. Do not become complacent. Okay? We have Bosnia-Herzegovina. Okay? What's up, Jelly Doodle? What's up, Jelly Doodle? Okay? If you are waiting for an email from me, okay, you will receive one shortly after this live ends. Okay? Don't get too settled where you are. Okay? Changes are coming. Okay? Claudia, Cynthia, Cindy, Karina, and Clarence. Someone was out for instant gratification. Okay? This is why they joined the coven. This is why they did the blood magic against you. This is why they stole your checks. This is why they stole paperwork. This is why they stole your mail. Someone was out here for instant gratification. Okay? Someone's dark-skinned. Something about Move Collective, investigators, celebrities, like the moonwalk. Something about your signature move. Click in the background. Something, or someone, excuse me, someone is claustrophobic, but they're going to jail. So they're going to have a difficult time. Someone's claustrophobic in jail. We have claustrophobic out here. Okay? Someone afraid of tight spaces. Tight spaces. Okay? We have Lemurian starseed, Shambhala starseeds, Avalon starseeds, Agartha starseeds, and Katez starseeds. All of these starseeds. Okay? These are ancestors of yours that are trying to connect with you, or ancestors of yours that you are connecting to. Okay? We have Michael Jackson. Speaking of starseeds, we have Michael and Jackson. Again, for you investigators, separate names, Michael, Jackson. For you collective, Jackson could be a first name. Okay? Jackson could be a place. Like Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Okay? Jackson, Mississippi. Okay? We have the Secret Society Knights Templar out here. Okay. We have the names Chloe, Charlotte, Cecilia, Collins, and Cassidy. Cassidy. And someone did confirm that Cassidy was the name of someone on the Partridge Family. So there's something about a musical family. Again, Michael Jackson's family is probably the most musical family in the world ever. Right? Michael Jackson's family is probably the most musical family in the world ever. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Take a look at the names, everyone. We have a fake offer that came to you or is, okay? A fake offer that came to you or is. We have the names King, Cone, Kane, Kahn, and Klein. First, middle, last. Okay. We have a win-win situation for some, okay? A win-win situation. And I say for some, a win-win situation. We have a government cult out here. Again, ICE is a government cult, okay? Because they have, I'm looking at Secret Society BlackHand. I'm going to show you this card, okay? Government cults. ICE is a government cult. Racism is a government program. ICE is a government cult because they have the authority to walk into your house
and shoot you. You're outside walking your dog and they can just blow your head off. Okay? They've proven this. They have proven this. And again, death happens in threes. Unfortunately, Minnesota residents, unfortunately, Minnesotan Attorney General, unfortunately, Minnesota Governor, there's going to be at least one more ICE murder in the state of Minnesota. Because there's going to be at least one more. Renee Nicole Good was the first. Alex Predit was the second, and there's going to be a third. ICE has full authority through Supreme Clause immunity to kill whoever they want to without and justification. You don't have a weapon in your hand, you have a cell phone. You weren't trying to run them over your steering wheel. Your wheels were turned away from that investigator or that agent. ICE has the authority to kill innocent U.S. citizens when their focus should be on criminal immigrants. Again, that's the exact opposite. Okay? And I just got the word cattywampus. That is cattywampus, President Trump. That is cattywampus. Kash Patel and whoever the director of ICE is, that is cattywampus. How are you going to hire somebody to investigate criminal activity for immigrants, but the ones that they're killing are innocent U.S. citizens? That's the exact opposite of the ones they should be targeting. The exact opposite. There is no justification in that. And those individuals who murdered those, they will never go to trial. The government will protect them. The government protects assassins. The government, the U.S. confirmations, the U.S. government protects assassins. The U.S. government is protecting ICE assassins that murder without cause. The U.S. government. President Trump, get it together, baby. Get it together. You want to make America great again? President Trump, you only have a few more years left. Baby, get it together. Get it together. You are creating a nation divided, President Trump. Get it together, man. Get it together. And remove karmic ass motherfuckers out of authority. Remove the karmic ass motherfuckers out of authority. The name Shell, Shelly, Chino. Shell, Shelly, Chino. What's going on, silent motivation? Okay, what's going on, silent motivation? Okay, shout out to you. Shout out Africa. Okay. We have ICE is a supremacy group with authority to kill. When I was first speaking on this, this card came out immediately. Immediately when I first was talking about this, all right, in the middle of the live. ICE has supreme authority to kill whoever they want to. Someone is retiring early, or when you get whatever is due to you, collective, celebrities, investigators, judges, you will have the opportunity to retire early. Okay? Before the age of 65 or 69 or whatever the age is for retirement in whatever country you're in. Okay? For tax purposes, whatever that age is. Okay? And finally, there's something about drastic changes. And again, we got the card out here that confirms this. Don't get too comfortable where you are because changes are coming. And lastly, Divine is showing me this Black Hand Secret Society. Black Hand Secret Society. Okay. So, thank you so much again, collective. Here's an MEL name. We got MEL out here earlier. Here's an MEL name. Melinda. Okay. Thank you so much, collective. Okay. All of the celebrity starseeds right here. All of the celebrity starseeds that tune in. Again, I give shout out to them. Okay. So, Keanu Reeves, shout out to you, baby. Okay? Jim Carrey, shout out to you, baby. Okay? Shout out to you, baby. Okay? Shout out to you, Denzel. Shout out to you. Okay? Shout out to Cicely Tyson. Okay? She's no longer physically with us. Shout out to Cicely Tyson. Okay? Shout out to you. Shout out to all of the spiritual starseeds here that have a great opportunity with millions of viewers following them, okay, that tune into their show, okay? Shout out to Joe Rogan, okay? Shout out to Joe Rogan that reveals and interviews so many that reveal the truth, okay? He's getting more and more into spirituality. Joe Rogan. Joseph Rogan, okay? Collective. Thank you so much for tuning in. FBI agents, CIA, DEA, Pentagon, okay? Judges, thank you so much for all that you do to bring about justice here. We are not just interested in justice. We are interested in the 100% truth. The 100% unadulterated truth. Okay? Before I go, I would like to go ahead and reiterate what I spoke at the beginning of the live, and that's shout outs to our newest public subscribers that I have notifications for, and what divine means by a marriage. When you hear a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, that is a very simplistic way of putting it. The truth is, the man or the woman, the male or the female, the divine masculine male or female, it can be either, the divine feminine male or female, it can be either, that finds their divine partner, they find a good thing. Not any marriage, okay? The preacher will stand up on Sunday and say, the man that finds a wife finds a good thing. No, not any union, not any union, your Akashic union, okay? Your Akashic union, okay? And whoever the stupid ass fucker that keeps laughing at what I'm saying, I bet your dumb ass don't say nothing in the comments because you know I'll block your ass, you coward. Okay? I've been watching your laughs come up all the time, the entire live. You a fucking coward, bitch, motherfucker. You a coward. I bet you won't comment because I'll delete your ass and hide my fucking channel from you. Okay? Collective, watch the coward energy. Watch the coward energy. Watch the coward energy. Okay? Watch the coward energy. Okay? I bet your ass won't comment. Okay? That's why you hide behind emojis. I bet your ass won't comment. That's why you hide behind emojis. Okay? Because you know my ancestors will shoot your fucking ass in the third eye, motherfucker. You know that. You know that. Okay? You think this ascended master born on the 333rd day that's an extraterrestrial being, you think we fucking around? I'm going to speak something right now over your life. Bloodline, divine source, Eravat, the great I am, with the seraphim, red angel winged beings, ascended masters, Metatron. We ask that you bring judgment on the individual who is hiding behind these emojis, who chooses not to speak up, who chooses to be a coward. Divine source, we ask that you judge their actions, Sanhedrin Council. 70 spiritual judges, judge their actions and judge their intent. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, whatever day it is, whatever hour it is on their journey. Judge them right now. So, thank you so much for tuning in. C.R. Reed, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Third Eye Empress, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? Keeping Up with Lady J. Lady J, thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing. Shout out to you. Okay? Danny C, shout out to you, baby. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? Sunshine. Sun and Shine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? Hello, Yellow Rose. We are closing it out. We are closing it out. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Katie. Okay. And Gigantic Starseed. Gigantic Starseed. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. My name is NEHRU. I am, as I said, an extraterrestrial Earth Angel, born on the 333rd day of the year, born during the last lunar eclipse of 1974, with the umbilical cord wrapped around both my neck and my left arm. Healed myself of seizures at the age of 8, and manifested a kidney after 4.5 years of dialysis due to witchcraft sent by a warlock that took my first wife while I was in the military. Collective, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. I've met my karmic soulmate, my low vibrational soulmate, and they are in part the reason why I was kicked into or began the dark night of the soul and then my Job experience. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities of darkness of this world that come to steal, kill, and destroy. Thank you so much as always for tuning in, and be encouraged.